There's a live look of the Hawks Nest here as we get ready for a double dip of OCAA basketball as the Humber Hawks get ready to welcome the Lambton Lions. Hello, I'm Andrew Milani alongside my broadcasting partner, Matt Hamill. And Matt, we saw a great doubleheader yesterday. It should be a great one here today.
Yeah, no doubt. We have two of the top teams, and we'll preview more about that right after the player introductions.
All right, a big thank you to Dwayne Bowles from the sideline. Always doing a great job with player introductions. But now we got a couple big games of basketball here. Two of the top teams in the OCAA, two of the top teams in the nation. So we come into here with both these teams tied atop the OCAA West Division, both of them sitting at 5-0. Lambton slightly on top just because of their point differential. But, I mean, you look at their stats. I mean, not too much to separate these two teams.
No doubt, and definitely some exciting players to watch here. Humber coming off a win last night against the St. Clair Saints, and they're welcoming back a key player in Kaya Clark.
And she almost got an assist right off the bat, looking for Nicole Chateau.
It's very tight.
Coming away, Lambton gets the first basket. Here's Sarah Bapty coming up court. Looking for Kaya Clark.
Kaya back in the mix. Nice strong pass across the court.
A lot of good ball movement here to get started on Humber's opening possession. Bapty, Clark inside. Yes. Humber's on the board, tied 2-2 early on. Getting a little bit of the Let's Go Lions chant here from the Lambton bench. Giveaway here. Good job there by Deshay to keep Kia Watt from getting a fast break opportunity. Good defense here by the Lions. They'll come back.
Yeah, Andrew, just an exciting matchup. Two teams that are nationally ranked, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. And yeah, certainly the battle for Ontario happening right here, a Sunday afternoon in Etobicoke.
And it's interesting to note as well, Lambton has never medaled before in the OCAA women's division. Now they find themselves number 8 ranked in the nation. So this program coming together quickly. We're going to get a preview of what could be a matchup later on in the playoffs.
And for Lambton, I mean, you have a couple players who lead the way in scoring. Two players averaging double-digit points per game. That would be Brianna Pretty and Maddie Bishop.
Now, when just out of the reach of Sarah Bapty, there will be an early turnover.
Looks like Lambton certainly a depth game, relying on a few key players. Now, Humber has 3 players averaging over 10 points a game as a shot jacked up. Theirs handled by the Lions.
Shot put up, won't hit the hoop. Nicole Chateau comes away with the ball. Crosses the timeline just in time. Inside to Kaya Clark. Can't make that one. Kia Watt the rebound. Nicole Chateau open for 3, no.
Chateau had a couple of big three-pointers yesterday. She made a couple, and then even just off the rebounds on some of her threes, Humber was able to generate some offense. So look for number 7. Hopefully channel some of that today if Humber's looking to grab the win.
A nice save there right by the scorer's table. Lambton thought that was out of bounds, but not so. Early foul. Kayla Wag getting called for her first.
Andrew, we mentioned Humber coming off a win last night against the St. Clair Saints, and Lambton was in action yesterday as well. They took on the Sheridan Bruins and won by a 31-point margin.
Clark's first free throw is good. Can she make her second? Yes. Lambton coming up quickly the other way. In those stylish white and baby blue uniforms that you like so much,
so
Matt.
nice, so nice. I was saying earlier, they deserve a national ranking based on the jerseys alone.
Kia Watt coming in.
Oh,
Can't get the finish.
Was in and out type of situation there. I don't know how that one didn't fall.
The basketball gods not on her side. Layup attempt no good. Bonnick the rebound.
Yeah, Bonnick had a team-high 12 rebounds last night in that win against St. Clair.
Nicole Chateau will shoot two from the line after meeting some tough defense there from Brianna Pretty. Or excuse me, Kayla Wag. Already picking up her second. 3 quick fouls here for the Lions early on. And Lambton's going to take their first timeout.
Well, Andrew, you have obviously two teams who are the top in the province, and Humber coming off a strong win yesterday, certainly had to get down to the nitty-gritty there with just a 4-point win. But for Lambton, you got to imagine coming into this game feeling pretty good, beating Sheridan by over 30 points. That's got to be some good momentum coming into a game just a few hours later, essentially, here on Sunday after that big Saturday night win.
Yeah, going for the Toronto sweep this weekend, these Lambton Lions. But, I mean, just looking at their record early on, they're doing everything the right way. Head coach Janine Day really working this program up. As we mentioned before, still looking for their first OCAA medal, but I mean, the way this team's playing, you gotta think they got a good chance this year.
Yeah, no doubt. And we mentioned in the standings, we have Lambton ranked, or Lambton is higher than Humber in the standings. And that both teams with perfect records, it boils down to the point differential, like you were saying. But when you look at the OCAA rankings, Humber is ranked #1 in the province. And we'll see if Humber can kind of use that in their back pocket, kind of enhance the swagger, and hopefully pick up a win against another undefeated team. Somebody's going home with a loss here today, Andrew.
Someone's record will be spoiled here tonight. Humber also sitting on top of Lambton in the national rankings. Humber #5, Lambton #8. Still a huge achievement either way. But Lambton also conference low 49.8 points against. So one of the best defenses here in the OCAA. We'll see how much they stifle this Humber offense. Humber leading 5-2 early on. Brianna Pretty going inside, pass it to the corner for 3. Yes, that's good. Morgan Gofar. Humber having to scramble to get it out. Steal attempt there, but will be called a foul.
Andrew, a lot of free throws so far, but not a lot in the way of scoring. We're 3 minutes into the game nearly. 5-4, a very narrow Humber lead. Humber still on offense here, trying to add to that point total.
Kiwad top of the key for Del Mundo for 3. Yes! Nothing but net there.
And with that big shot from Del Mundo, it looks like a couple new faces will be checking into the game for Humber.
Brianna Pretty.
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew. Pretty.
Going inside, off the backboard, can't finish. Here comes Bonnick the other way.
Yeah, Bonnick. We mentioned some of the rebounding proficiency yesterday, snatching 12 in that game. Bonnick going to work down low, and she really has some nice footwork, although she might be called for being a bit too strong on that drive. Looks like she was.
And she can't believe that call after that one there. Just a big smile on her face.
And as Bonnick checks out, Tasia Wareham and Sydney Crawford are coming off the bench for Humber. Oh, check that. Looks like Bonnick will remain in the game.
Just Humber's first team foul of the quarter. Lambton getting started here. Quite quickly going inside. No. Humber defense keeps up strong. Tasia Wareham to Kia Watt to get things started on their offensive attack.
Back down low to Bonnick. Let's see if she can turn around and go to work.
Bounce it off her foot. She's going to go to the outside. Del Mundo for three again. Yes!
Ooh. All right, so Humber leaning on a couple big three-pointers here and already establishing a nice 7-point lead.
Pretty mid-range J. No. This Humber defense holding up strong. Kia Watt weaving her way through traffic to the hoop. That goes off the bottom of the backboard, out of bounds. Be Lions basketball.
Yeah, maybe coming in with just a little too much speed. It looks like Kia sort of lost the handle on it.
Lions looking to cut into this lead and turn it into a two-possession ball game. Pretty on Crawford. She passed it off to Gopher. Or to Gopher, excuse me. Bishop. Looking inside, met by a wall. That's Sydney Crawford. Pass it off to the side. 2 seconds left. Jacks up a shot. Won't hit the rim, but Clark's going to come the other way quickly.
Yeah, Kaya coming in with a full head of steam, but a good defensive play by Lambton on the other end.
Yeah, Bishop right there. Shot up. Can't fall in. Lambton having a lot of trouble. It's been a while since they've scored. Crawford. Pass off inside to Bonnick.
Now it looks like that's Clark in there. Kaya Clark. Fresh face coming into the game for the Lions. Checking out will be Claire Deschette. In her place, Emily Van Hooft.
Kia Watt's going to take a rest here for Humber. Sarah Baptiste back in. To Del Mundo, thought three. He's going to pass off to Clark. Wareham for three, yes! Humber's feeling it from behind the arc this afternoon.
Andrew Humber scored 15 points in the first quarter yesterday against St. Clair. They've already got 14, and we got about halfway to go.
Yeah, plenty of ball game left here. It's been all Humber in the early stages here.
Yeah, certainly a lot of offense, especially compared to yesterday, but a travel will shut down that scoring opportunity.
Looked like it was going to be a clean three, but ball come the other way on that travel. Okay, Kai Clark, 44.4% from behind the arc. That's second in the conference. Definitely not someone that the Lions are going to want to leave open.
And impressive for Humber to pull out a pretty gritty win yesterday without their leading scorer. Kaya Clark, certainly a welcome addition, and certainly some scoring ability on the Lions as well. We just saw.
Lions scoring there in the long two. Del Mundo going to play her a lot tighter from beyond the arc. Baptiste, Crawford. Nice move. Wareham now. Over to Clark. Three-pointer, she was open. Yes, she finds the bottom of the hoop.
Kaya averages 2 3-pointers per game, and not a bad three-pointing percentage either. 44% from beyond the arc.
Van Hoof makes her own, cuts it back to an 8-point lead for the Hawks.
So certainly seeing the scoring ramp up here for both teams.
After a tight early going here, Baptiste wide open for three. She jacks it up. That one just spills out. Pretty coming the other way. Weaving her way inside, lays it up, no good. That down low defense holding up for the Hawks. Wareham moves to her right. Pass it off. Good ball movement here. Clark's covered for three. She's going to go inside.
Yeah, she's got 6 points already, does Kaya Clark. Dishes it off that time.
Crawford was open in the corner for three, but air balls it. Lambton coming back the other way. Deshay. Now Bishop, three-pointer. Yes, banks it in. Timeout called here by the Hawks.
Maddie Bishop off the glass. The old bank shot. Looking pretty good, and now we'll draw the timeout from Humber, looking to maybe slow things down. Because Andrew, we certainly saw Lambton score a few buckets right off the get-go in that first quarter. It went very cold until then, but we certainly see the Lions heating up a little bit, and head coach for the Hawks, A.J. Sharma, calling the timeout because of a play like this here.
Yeah, replay that last three by Bishop. She gets in and off the glass there. Yeah, Lambton was stuck at 4 points for a while, but they've got a nice little run here, getting 8 in the last minute or two.
No doubt.
There's a look at the Lions bench, trying to keep up what they've been going with, lately.
Yeah, I mean, certainly a strong start to the season, undefeated thus far, opening up the regular season against Redeemer with a nearly 50-point win. That is certainly quite a margin of victory. Then playing St. Clair, another good win, 14-point margin of victory, beating Niagara, Mohawk. Last night, the Lions beat Sheridan, and now here they are at Humber. Like you said, a weekend trip to Toronto. Looking for the sweep.
Not an easy thing to do. Humber and Sheridan, known as basketball hotbeds around here. Sheridan struggling a little bit in the early going, though. 0-5 to start the season. Kiawat for three. Yes. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. Humber back on top by 8.
Yeah, good look for Kiawat, and Humber responds the way they had hoped to coming out of the timeout.
Corner three. Yes. Teams just exchanging threes here. Either team hot behind the arc.
Yeah, first-year player Morgan Goffer. Outstanding shot. A little spark for her team. Now they're only trailing by 5.
Wareham was looking for Onati inside. Instead, it's picked off. Van Hoofd. Nice little spin move there by Goffer. Will stay Lions ball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Coming back in for Humber, Marley Bonnick, who we know is pretty effective defensively, also very talented on the other end, putting points on the board. That time Bonnick is beat and takes a foul.
That's going to be her second of the game. So already in some early foul trouble, Marley Bonnick. And she's going to come right out of this ball game. Kai Clark's going to come back in.
So a short return for Bonnick. She's got 2 fouls. And we're still a little ways to go here until the end of the first quarter.
And just like that, this game's back within 1 possession. Humber leading 20-18. Kiawat thought 3. Won't go for it. Onati now. Inside to Clark. She's fouled. And one more foul by the Lions will send Humber into the bonus.
Good movement from the Hawks here as Kaya takes a quick pull-up shot.
Won't work, though. Jaleisha Allen checking into this game for the Humber Hawks. Lions looking to tie it up or possibly take the lead on this possession. Bishop passes it off inside. Yes, that falls into the hoop. Morgan Goffer.
Yeah, nice move there. Goffer with a couple of points on the past few possessions. Number 14 in the white and baby blue. Spark for the team towards the end of the first quarter.
Kiawat 3, yes. Taking back that Humber lead, which shrunk in a matter of minutes. All of a sudden looked like Humber was sitting good, but had a little bit of trouble. We'll see how the game falls here. Goffer, no. Rebounded by Pretty. Back to Goffer. Yes. Lambton just trailing by 1.
Goffer continues with the great play. Really fantastic the past couple minutes here, especially coming out of that last timeout.
Clark, 3. No. A little too strong on that one. Rebounded by Van Hoofd.
Just a 1-point lead for Humber, and 30 seconds left in the first quarter, so probably not many possessions left. Let's see who can close out the first with the lead. Right now it's Humber.
Renati jumps on that rebound. Kiewat kind of batted it back to her. Was almost picked off.
Not much of a difference between the game clock and shot clock here, Andrew.
No, just about a second. Renati hands off to Bapti. Clark, good ball movement here by the Hawks. Looking for one last basket before the end of the quarter. Kiewat into traffic. That'll be called a foul against Kiewat charging.
So, Andrew, there's about 5 seconds left on the official game clock here in the Hawks' nest. So really not much time for Lambton to work with on this inbounds play.
They might have to just chuck it up, or will they play it safe? We'll see what they do. They throw Jordan Britton into this one. It seems that they'll just dribble it out, possibly. No, Bishop, 3. Not going to make it.
Tell you what, though, not a bad job of getting the ball up the court, and a reasonable quality shot with not many seconds to work with.
Yeah, it looked like they might just dribble it out, but obviously putting out a good play there. It's good coaching by Janine Day, I got to say.
Yeah, and that will do it for quarter number 1, and Humber does escape with the 1-point lead. They got up by as much as 7, and it seemed like maybe Lambton suffered from just a bit of a slow start, but caught right up there. And Andrew, looks like just like yesterday, we have another good matchup on our hands here in this women's game.
Yeah, it looked like it might be a defensive battle early on, but a lot of offense as this game continued to go on. Got to wonder who that's going to favor here. Humber is known for playing that kind of fast style offense, a lot of scoring. Lambton came into this one with a good defense here, but they can put up points of their own, so we'll see who that style of play is going to benefit as this one continues to go on. Look there at the Lions bench. Got to be feeling pretty good after a much improved later stage to that first quarter. And there's a look at the Humber bench. Looked good early on, but kind of slowly allowed the Lions to come back in. They're going to look to reestablish their game plan here.
Yeah, no doubt. Andrew, it's almost time. About 40 seconds left until the second quarter starts. Did you catch any World Cup action kicked off today?
I caught a little bit of the opening matchup, Qatar versus Ecuador.
Thank you.
Ecuador, I believe, winning that one 2-0. At least they were winning 2-0 in the late stages of that one.
Yeah, when we both had to leave for work and get to the basket.
We talked a little bit of World Cup yesterday. Do you have a dark horse for the tournament?
You know, Andrew, I'm such a basketball guy. I'm kind of unplugged. And, I mean, I can't be thinking about the World Cup today. CFL Grey Cup. That's where
true.
my cup allegiance lies for this particular day. Got the Toronto Argonauts. That's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers playing in Regina, the Queen City. Big football town. The conclusion of the CFL season. Yeah, it should be a good one. And conveniently, starting right after we're all done with OCAA basketball today at the Hawks Nest, then we can transition to some CFL Grey Cup action. So not a bad day to be a sports fan, any way you slice it. Soccer, football, of course, basketball.
NFL Sunday too, so big weekend of sports, and we're glad that you tuned in with us to watch this great.
So many options.
Yeah. Kiewat picking that one off. Good defense here by Humber to start off the quarter. Low give and go here. Watt looking inside for Clark. Met with the double team. Nicole Chateau wide open for 3. That one bounced out, but a good look there.
Yeah, no doubt. Was a good look. Now, Lambton did finish that first quarter strong, and Andrew, do we see them start the second with that same juice, the same momentum?
We'll see what happens, but no shots fallen in thus far in the early stages of the second quarter.
Kaya with a quick shot.
Yes. That'll just count as 2, though, for Kaya Clark. And to her totals 8 on the afternoon so far. This could be a violation. Ball go the other way.
And leading the way in that first quarter for the Lions, really the game leader with the Morgan Goffer had 9. So a good start for Goffer. And again, it was really the end of the first where Morgan Goffer was really putting a few points together.
4 shots in from the field, 1 of them in from 3 as Nicole Chateau is fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, good play by Chateau. We've seen her really taking lots of perimeter shots. They've been going well for her most of the time, but maybe that time kind of taking advantage of her perimeter success and taking the opportunity to take it to the hoop.
She misses her first, and this is a real guard-heavy lineup for the Humber Hawks, so that perimeter play, real important, but don't discount how they are inside with Bonnick and Clark. Can kind of make a dynamic duo inside. 1 for 2. Humber back on top by 3.
Looks like the official score clock in the 26 to 22.
Excuse me, a 4-point lead for the Hawks. So 2-possession ball game. Leg to Deschette. Yes.
Oh,
good
boy.
from 3.
You know, Lambton really showing why they are a nationally ranked team, and a couple players stepping up here. Interesting to see how Humber can kind of contain some of the offense of Lambton.
Kiowa with her trademark moves going inside. She'll get fouled and head to the line. Foul will be on Brianna Pretty. That's going to be her second. We'll get a look at the last Lambton basket. 3-pointer by Deschette.
Yeah, it was a good look for sure, as Humber with the chance to answer with some points of their own. Boy, this rim on that side of the gym, Andrew, it's a couple of weird in and outs. It's almost like there's some sort of force field.
Some
Mystical.
voodoo. We saw yesterday players struggling, really both games making their free throws. We'll see if that continues here the rest of the afternoon. Back-to-back here at the Hawks Nest. Game later on at 3 o'clock as we have the men's taking on each other. Same matchup, Lambton Lions versus Humber Hawks. Shot clock running down here for Lambton. Bad giveaway there. Baptiste will pick it up. Nicole Chateau will come up with it. Met with some resistance inside. Inside pass to Clark. Baptiste with it. Wareham wide open from the corner. Can't make it.
That was a good-looking shot, rebounded by Lambton.
Some good ball movement there by the Hawks, just can't finish. Now it's Lambton's turn.
Andrew, Kayla Wag took a spill, and how about that? The 3-point shot from Maddie Bishop. And we did see Kayla Wag hit the hardwood moments ago, and she did kind of signal over to the bench that she would need to come out. So we'll have a substitution very soon for the Lions.
Gabby White-Eye getting ready by the scorer's table. Deschette picking up her first foul. Lambton already picking up 3 fouls in this quarter, so they got to be careful. Only 1 foul left to give. Wareham, Nicole Chateau. Kia Watt thought about it. She was open for 3. Baptiste now. She's working inside. Nice pass to O'Natty, throws it up. Tough shot, can't make it.
Yeah, Natty tried to get that reverse touch off the glass. Didn't quite fall that time.
Bishop for 3. No, just a little too strong. Kiawat quickly coming up at the court.
Ooh.
To her left inside. Once again, can't finish off the bottom of the hoop this time.
She found a good lane. Now that will trickle out of bounds, and Humber will retain possession.
And one thing I've noticed with Kiawat, she's kind of finding her lanes through traffic, but when she gets to the hoop, she doesn't have that much time to get it up, and it's been giving her a little bit of difficulty, but this Lambton defense, I gotta say, is pretty impressive here so far.
Well, Kayla Wag checked out briefly. She's coming back into the game now for the Lions.
Kiawat wide open for 3. Don't give her that much space because she'll drain it.
And Humber has looked good from downtown. Lots of 3 balls from the Hawks have gone their way.
Humber retaking the lead. They're up 30-28. Battle of a couple OCAA Titans here. Inside move. That's a hoop and a harm for Gabby White-Eye. She'll try and make it the old school 3-point play.
That was Nicole Chateau charged with the foul for Humber.
Chance for Lambton to take the lead on this free throw attempt. White-Eye makes it. (31-30), 6.5 left to go in the quarter and in the half. Del Mundo, Wareham, some good ball movement here by the Hawks. Kiwat going inside, to her left. Not enough on that one. Once again, Kiwat struggling in the paint. Del Mundo almost picks that one off. Pretty had to rush her shot. Excuse me, that was Goffer having to rush her shot there.
So Lambton with a very narrow lead. The Hawks with a chance to take it right back. They do just that.
Great vision there by Jasmine Onati to find Tasia Wareham. All alone in the paint. Easy bucket. Bishop, top of the key, passes it off to White-Eye.
Look out for Bishop to get set up for that three ball. This time it's her teammate who takes the long shot. That was Emily Van Hooft missing the three-pointer. But Andrew, number 5 for Lambton, Maddie Bishop. She averages 9.6 three-point attempts per game.
Look at that last bucket by Tasia Wareham. Great assist there by Onati. Kind of creating that play all by herself.
But Andrew, just back to my point for Maddie Bishop, that's a big three-point weapon for the Lions. Humber's been pretty hot with their three-pointers, so perhaps look for number 5 in white here to be that spark so we can see Lambton be answering with some threes of their own, which we have seen quite a few of those from Lambton already.
Oh, you know they'll be looking for Bishop for 3. Del Mundo back for Watt. Going inside once again. We'll throw it up. That one's good. Trying to get herself going from inside the paint. Deschette coming in. Joan, no, just a little too strong. Clark, get things started. Kia Watt, she's going to go inside again. Puts it up. She's 2 for her last 2. Humber on top by 5 points now. It's a 2-possession game. Trying to rebuild that lead.
Halfway through the second quarter.
Van Hoof, no. Good defense here by the Hawks, holding up.
Yeah, not a bad second quarter for the Hawks so far, right, Andrew? They started up by 1 point coming into the second quarter. Have grown that lead here.
Kia Watt, shot clock running down. Moves to her left, to her right. Almost loses it, puts it up right by the free throw line. Can't do it. Tasia Wareham with the rebound. Can't get that one to go. She's going to try again. That one's good.
Third chance opportunity, and Tasia Wareham ultimately does bury that shot. And Humber now up by 7, and that's going to get another timeout call from Lambton.
Yeah, 3-possession ball game. We've seen Lambton down this position before. They've come back. We'll see if they can get the same thing going again after a timeout, just trying to slow things down for the Humber Hawks. But another look at that inside shot there by Tasia Wareham.
Calamity under the hoop. Bodies on the floor. But Humber finding a way to get it done there. Wareham grabbing a couple of her own rebounds.
Throwing a little hustle there. Gotta love that.
And bustle. Andrew, of course, we're here at the Hawks Nest, and we have the popcorn machine fired up. Not pictured on camera, but again, just to reinforce. Great time, always a great time catching some OCAA action here at the Humber College North Campus Gym, also known as the Hawks Nest.
Also known as Bannerville.
Bannerville, USA. Tell you what, though, I've been out of the mix for a little while, but I went and grabbed a bag of that sweet, sweet buttery popcorn.
Oh, yes.
That was served for the price of on the house. And, man, it's even better than I remember, that Hawks Nest popcorn.
Oh, so good. So good. I'm a big popcorn fan, so.
Do you like the sweet and salty, or are you just a buttery kind of guy?
I usually go with the butter, but I won't say no to a Chicago mix.
I was going to say the Chicago mix from Costco. I call that the devil's popcorn, because once I open that bag, I lose all self-control. It gets bad.
Once you open that bag, she's not going back in the cupboard. Lambton starting us off here. Bishop, nice inside pass to Van Hooft. Can't finish, though. Humber, that defense really collapsing down low beneath the bucket. Humber trying to extend their lead. Once again, some good ball movement here.
Ooh.
Kaya Clark, nice little move to free herself up, and she gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Clark now in the double digits. She's got 10 points on the afternoon, and that's got to feel good just for the mojo. That was a nice-looking move.
Van Hoof, no, a little too strong there. Wareham and Clark holding up strong down low. Kiewat calls for the ball. She'll get it. Trying to free herself up. A couple players open for three. Del Mundo will jack it up. No, not enough on that one. Clark will snag up that rebound. She'll put up her own shot, trying to make it a 4-possession ball game. Can't. Wareham, offensive rebound, can't finish there.
And this is, if you're, a Lambton fan, got to be frustrating as a beautiful open lane there, but can't find the finish. Andrew Humber really doing a good job offensively rebounding, and that's got to be frustrating if you're a Lions fan, just to see Humber continuously coming down with balls in the offensive end on those second and third chance opportunities.
And we're seeing Lambton obviously having a back-to-back from Sheridan yesterday. We're going to see if that kind of road, kind of sagginess kind of plays in here a little bit.
Well, both teams were in action. Of course, Humber gets the benefit of playing 2 home games, but
it's a lot easier when you get to sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, but back-to-back basketball days here for Saturday and Sunday, certainly taking a toll on both teams. But right now, it looks like Humber, the fresher faces perhaps, as they are up 9 here with about 2:20 left in the first half.
Maddie Bishop getting called for her first foul. That's team foul number 4 for the line. So one more will send Humber into the bonus. Wareham to shoot 2. Can't make her first. Goes 0 for 2. Watt fighting for that rebound. Can't come up with it. Wareham sitting at 6 points here this afternoon. Bishop. To her left. Going down low to White Eye. That one picked off. Kia Watt with it coming the other way.
Yeah,
big away if she's going to stay back.
Big for the Hawks to shut down any offense and quickly right back the other way.
Some good vision there. That was Baptiste was looking for Wareham. Found her but couldn't finish. Here's Lambton now. Shot up by Wag. No. A little too strong. Baptiste will come the other way. Bishop on her. Del Mundo wide open for 3. Won't take a shot though. Baptiste to Watt. Clark with it now. 3-pointer. No, a little too strong. Baptiste just, that ball just out of her reach for the offensive rebound. Del Mundo picking that one off. It's going to give her Humber another offensive possession here with just over a minute left to play in the half.
So not much in the way of scoring in the past few minutes. It's staying locked here with this 9-point lead for Humber.
Shot clock running down. Kia Watt got a screen here from Wareham. He's going to pass off to Clark. 3 seconds. Shot jacked up for 3. No. 50 seconds left to go.
Andrew, Kaya Clark shooting 44% on her 3-pointers so far this year. Back-to-back misses. And that's not a miss. As Lambton takes an opportunity to answer with a deep shot of their own.
Humber will take their last time out of the half. AJ Sharma sitting at win number 198, so just 2 away from 200. A 198-30 record and 2 national championships under his belt. That's pretty impressive.
Now, certainly a couple good stats to rattle off. We just touched on Kaya Clark's 3-point proficiency. Of course, Humber glad to welcome Kaya Clark back into the lineup. She did not play last night in the Humber win over St. Clair. 44.4% for Clark, her on her 3-pointers this season. That's 3rd best in the OCAA. But I like what you touched on there with AJ Sharma. 2 wins away from 200. Coach AJ Sharma, 11th year with the club. And just not just a legendary basketball coach in the Humber kind of history books, but just in the broad spectrum of Humber athletic excellence, AJ Sharma, certainly a key player.
Look at that last Lambton basket. Mid-range 2 there,
Bang!
putting Lambton back within 7. Still a 3-possession ball game, though. Humber really doing well in the second quarter to stay up by 3 possessions. Things got close there at the end of the first quarter, but Humber managing to find a way to establish their game plan and stay strong here. They're going to want to close out this half well.
And we saw Lambton come on pretty strong at the end of the first quarter, and do they kind of have the ability to rally here and put themselves in just a better position as we enter halftime? Right now it's a nice comfortable cushion for Humber. They're going to try to add to that here with this trip down the court.
Numbers kept things clean this quarter, just 1 team foul, so after this possession, if they see something they don't like, they can afford to foul. 3-pointer by Watt, that's good. Humber on top by 10. That's a 4-possession ball game for the first time here this afternoon.
Yeah, good looking shot from Watt.
Inside, that's picked off Crawford. 15 seconds left to go.
Yeah, good positioning from Crawford. There wasn't much of a lane there for the Lions to work with. Pass intercepted. 6 seconds left in the half.
Final shot here. Kia Watt can't get that one to go. Shot clock or game clock running down, and that will do it for the first half. We've been treated to a great one here so far, but Humber on top, 43-33. It's shaping up to be a good second half here between the top 2 teams in the OCAA.
Yeah, good looking first half for Humber as they enter the kind of intermission here, the 10-point lead. But Andrew, this is a matchup of 2 of the top teams, not just in the province, in the country. Both of these clubs ranked in that national top 10. It's going to be very exciting to see how this shakes out in the second half.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll see you in about 15 minutes or so for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. Take it away, Andrew. We are back for second half action. We've been talking about it throughout the game. Two of the top teams in the province. Humber with a nice lead as we start off half number 2.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting game. We start off pretty defensively here, but quickly shifted to an offensive game, a barn burner, if you will hear at the Hawks Nest. And looking forward to some great second half action. Of course, the first game in our doubleheader this afternoon. After this, of course, we have the men's game. Lambton Lion versus the Humber Hawks. Bronze medal winner versus the gold medal winner of the OCAA last year. So we're the silver winners last year and then bronze. So all 3 medalists from last year coming into the Hawks Nest. A great weekend of basketball, and we thank you once again for showing up here at HSN on what's been what is becoming a great sports Sunday.
Yeah, we highlighted all that's going on in the world of sports, not just some great OCAA basketball right here on the Hawk Sports Network. World Cup begins today. The CFL Grey Cup later this evening in Regina. I'm going for the Argos. Do you have a dog in the fight with the big football game later tonight in the CFL?
Well, I got to be honest, I'm not a CFL guy, but you got to go Toronto. I'm a Toronto guy.
Andrew, back to the game on hand here. Of note, Kia Watt for Humber leading the way. She had 17 points. That's game high. Watt was 4 for 5 on her 3-pointers, so a cool 80% from beyond the arc.
3-pointer to get us started off here. Maddie Bishop.
And speaking of 3-point percentages, Maddie Bishop is now 3 for 6, so a very respectable 50%. And Bishop is a big 3-point shooter for Lambton, wearing number 5. And it looks like she's heating up already here today.
Could be a traveling violation against Kai Clark. Some good defense there by Lambton, had her trapped right by the middle there. And Kia Watt, you mentioned before, game high 17 points so far, and she missed a bunch of those layups inside. If she can finish on those, her average would be a lot better, and imagine how many more points she'd have. Another basket here by the Lions. Now they're quickly within 5 here. 2-possession ball game. Clark going inside, puts it up. No, that was some good defense. Pretty picks it up, loses it though. Chateau coming up with it inside to Bonnick. No. Lambton on the fast break. Pretty loses it, falls into Watt. And it appears that'll be a foul against Pretty.
So a little bit of scrambly action on both ends. Humber able to steal the ball away.
And Brianna Pretty picking up her 4th foul already. One more, she's out of this ball game. How about that for a storyline? Their best player on the verge of being disqualified from this one.
Yeah, that 5th foul would have her out of the game. Kia Watt, there's one of those layups you were talking about, Andrew. That time Watt with the nice finish, and her point total just continues to grow.
19 and counting for Kia Watt. Bit of an errant pass there. Unforced error. Play will come the other way. It will be Hawks ball.
Now, speaking of foul trouble, we saw Bonnick get into a bit of trouble for Humber there. Marley Bonnick with still 2 fouls. She certainly missed quite a bit of playing time in that first half, but Humber definitely looking good with some of their key players avoiding that foul trouble. You can't really say the same for Brianna Pretty.
Lambton has the ball here. It was an inside shot there by Chateau. It was a difficult shot, but Clark right there to pick it up. Now Lambton on the attack, coming inside, jacks it up. No good, but Kayla Wag was fouled there. She'll shoot 2.
Kayla Wag with a nice drive to the hoop. Nicole Chateau was there on defense. She did pick up the foul. It was a fast-moving play, and that will be the 2nd foul of the night for Nicole Chateau.
Chateau's, yes, her 2nd. Oh. A little bit of a drum roll there to try and throw the away shooters off guard. And we're trying to start off the attack. Chateau in the corner. To Bonnick. Down low.
Bonnick kind of got the elbows up a bit, and she was being guarded by Deschette. And official is going to give Bonnick her 3rd foul, and this is something we've seen time and time again. I think we kind of jinxed it there, Andrew, talking about Bonnick being able to get out of the first half with only 2 fouls. Number 22 now with 3, and she'll head to the bench.
Only Hawk player in any real foul trouble here this afternoon. Lambton back on the attack. Good ball movement here. Here's Bishop trying to free herself up. We've seen how dangerous she could be from 3. Going inside, though, puts it up just too strong. Watt with the rebound, fight for the ball. It's going to be called the jump ball. Good effort there by Bishop to force that. It's going to be Lions basketball.
Yeah, Maddie Bishop, a couple three-pointers here today. Sitting with a point total of 9. And a good job from Bishop inside.
Shot just a little too strong by White Eye. Now here comes Humber the other way. Clark tries to throw it up. That one blocked. Here come the Lions. Bishop stops up. Passes it off. Three-pointer. No good. Was Van Hoofd with it.
Big collision there. And those were 2 players involved in a collision moments ago on the other end of the court. Kaya Clark and Kayla Wag.
Clark on the outside, trying to find a lane in. Some good defense being played, though. Spins around, puts a shot up. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Just real strong play there from Kaya, working her way in. Working the spin move, draws the foul. Humber with a chance to grow their lead up to 9 if Clark can hit both of these free throws.
Van Hoofd picking up her first foul of the game. That'll be team foul number 2 for the Lions.
And for Humber, substitution, Bapti comes out, Tasia Wareham steps in. Or pardon me, believe it was Del Mundo also checking into the game here.
Clark's first shot just a little too strong. She goes 1 for 2. 8-point lead for the Hawks. Lions on the attack, almost lost. It was Wag. Good ball moving here. Wag trying to fight her way inside. Puts one up, no good. Wareham the rebound.
Humber's being outscored in the second half so far, 10-5. So good start for Lambton as they enter the second half down by 10.
Clark gets it and the harm. Chance for the 3-point play. Humber back on top by 10.
Another trip to the line for Kaya Clark, who has 16 points. She's kind of catching up a bit to Kia Watt. Number 8 for Humber, Kia Watt leading the team in points, leading the game in points after the first half. But Kaya Clark, who missed yesterday's game, roaring back.
There's always that rest versus rust debate, but no rust for Kaya Clark here. 3-pointer, no good. Wag gets that rebound, jumping in there. Good job there, Nicole Chateau really fighting her way to get that interception.
Yeah, the pass was heading over to Claire Deschette, but Chateau is right there.
Lambton, I think, wanted the travel there. Won't get it. Technical foul on the Lions bench.
A technical foul charged Lambton Lions coach Janine Day.
Yeah, technical.
Specifically, the coach, Janine Dagan, called for the tech. And she's not happy about that. Kiawat to shoot the technical free throw. Misses. Chance to go for a 20th point there, can't make it. Watt averaging 13.4 per game on the year. This is going to be a couple big games in a row for her. And Janine Day is still jawing with the referee. Bonnick, long 2, can't make it.
Be interesting to see if Bonnick can stay out of foul trouble. She's already got 3.
Wag lost it, but her teammate picked it right up. Can't get the finish. That was Goffer. Pass out to the corner. No one was there, though. That's going to be an unforced error. Humber will take possession here. Wareham the inbound from the sideline.
Bit of pressure from Lambton, making it tough for Humber to get across half. And
that's an 8-second violation. Good full court press there by the Lions.
8-second violation.
Claire Deschette will check out of the game, the former Fanshawe Falcon. I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah, good eye there, Matt. Nice move to get inside, but once again, no finish. That was White Eye there.
Yeah, for Lambton, you're going to want to make those shots, trailing by 11 points right now, and
important to take what Humber gives you.
Bonnick, Wareham inside, that one just spills out. Lions coming the other way, trying to cut into this 11-point Humber lead. Bishop.
Yeah, 3-ball from Bishop would go a long way to kind of cut into this deficit. Beautiful pass from Bishop down low.
White Eye met with some defense inside and couldn't get the finish there. Kiwak coming up court. Just over the timeline to avoid the 8-second violation again. Del Mundo wide open for 3, can't make it.
That was a deep, deep 3.
It's going to be Goffer getting called for the foul.
Nicole Chateau is going to get some rest as Sydney Crawford checks in for Humber. Jordan Britton in the game for the Lions now as Kayla Wag steps out.
Kiwak trying to free herself up. Finds a little bit of space for 3. Not enough on that one. Bonnick was in position for the rebound, just couldn't handle that. Going inside, met with a lot of resistance there was Gabby White Eye.
Tell you what, though, got to tip the cap to White Eye. She's really cutting towards the hoop, and then this situation draws the foul and gets the shoot too, but certainly some good work from number 15 in the white and baby blue getting to the hoop.
Can't make her first.
This would be a much different game if Lambton was doing a better job of converting on some of the easy opportunities given to them. A couple missed layups, some missed free throw we just saw. White Eye does a good job converting on the second free throw.
Once again, that full court press, dangerous here from the Lions. Humber gets it across with plenty of time though. Bit of a hot pass there, Crawford out of her reach. That'll be another turnover.
Yeah, Del Mundo zipped that pass in way too high.
4 minutes left to go in the third. White Eye puts it up, no.
Once again, White Eye makes her way to the rim.
That Humber defense not giving Lambton much to work with inside, making them have to take some tough shots here. It's been tough for them to convert. Nice little back pass there. Bonnick now with it. Bapti puts up a 3. Yes! Sarah Bapti, I believe those are her first points of the game. Bishop, 3 of her own. Can she make it? No. Fight for the rebound. Bapti coming up with it. Pass over to Del Mundo, trying to go inside. Back to Bapti. Can she go 2 for 2? No, she can't.
Good job by Bapti following up her own rebound, but snatched away by Maddie Bishop, who has the rock right now on offense. Looks like Claire Deschette will be checking back into the game soon for the Lambton Lions.
Goffer, yes. 3-point of her own.
Good shot there.
Under 3 minutes left to play. Giveaway there by Bapti. Layup by Van Hoof, that's good.
Big momentum swing now. This third quarter has been very much in the favor of Humber, but a nice sequence of play. Let's see if the Lions can capitalize here.
Humber has 4 seconds to get it out. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Humber ball, but we'll get another look at that three-pointer by Bapti.
Kobe. Nice looking shot.
Humber having 2 seconds to get it out. Whistle blown. Lambton had to wait. We had to wait for a Lambton substitution. Kayla Wag coming in and Morgan Goffer coming out. Humber gets it across in time. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Kiowa taking her time up top here.
Directing traffic. Crawford inside. Put up by Clark, no. Bonnick the rebound, fighting through. That's going to be called a charge on Bonnick. That's going to be her 4th.
And it seems like Bonnick knows the story. She's already heading right to the bench. That's her 4th foul. And the Humber Hawks will look to give Bonnick a break so they can utilize her late in the game if needed.
Bonnick still looking for her first points of the afternoon. It's been a tough game for her. Deschette, pass it off. Nice moves by Wag, but she can't finish. That one picked off by Van Hooft, an easy bucket for her with 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Once again, that full court press in play.
That's now 11 points for Van Hooft.
Clark. Tough defense here by the Lions. Crawford thought about going inside, puts it up. That layup is good.
Yeah, nice. She faked the shot. I opened up some space, and Crawford with the bucket.
Humber still on top by 8. Lions working the attack. That's Wag inside. Britton, no. Good defense there by Clark.
Yeah, solid D that time as Clark kind of broke up the nice lane to the net.
Kia Watt. Getting things started here for the Hawks. Pass it off to Crawford. Open for 3 in the corner. No. That one just rimmed out. 1 minute left to go in the quarter.
It's a good-looking shot. Humber up by 8. They started the half up by 10, so we've really seen Humber remain in the driver's seat of this game.
Bishop airballed that one. Wareham will just let that bounce out of bounds. Humber will take over. Lambton making a substitution. Kia Watt now. Moving inside, puts it up, met with some resistance, can't finish. Good defense there by Lambton. Coming to where is Deschette. Whistle blown.
So that was on the Lambton transition on offense. Emily Van Hooft gets called for the foul. Or was that offsetting?
Appears to be, yeah, 2 fouls called.
A little bit of funny business between Van Hooft and Watt.
Both teams now in the bonus. Kia Watt picking up her 2nd. As is Emily Van Hooft. Lambton will start us off here with possession. 42.3 seconds left to go in the quarter. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Lambton to work with. Bishop, hand off to Wag. Shot put up no good. Bishop wanted for 3 though. Wareham the rebound, advancing it quickly to Watt. Clark with it down low.
At that 20-second mark now.
Wareham puts it up with some defense. Baptiste secures that rebound though. Crawford for 3. She's gonna airmail that one. 12 seconds left to go in the quarter. And I'll turn off the shot clock.
Now we'll certainly looking at Lambton with plenty of time. They had 5 seconds on the clock at the end of the first quarter. They were able to get in position for a good shot. So certainly time to set things up. Deschette dishes it off to Wag. Handed it over now.
That's going to be called over and back. So another unforced error here. Humber just having 4.2 seconds left to work with to get off the final shot of the quarter. Clark to inbound. Baptiste. Behind the back, crosses the timeline to Wareham. She can't get off the shot in time. It will go into the fourth quarter with Humber up 8, 56-48. And Matt, got to take a second to catch my breath because that was quite the exciting quarter. It's been quite the game.
Yeah, no doubt. That flew right by. And like I mentioned earlier, Humber went into the second half, the beginning of that third quarter, with a 10-point lead, and really not much has changed. Humber leading by 8. It'd be really interesting to see, can Lambton kind of turn the tide, get on a run, and maybe wrestle back the lead, or is this how it's going to play out? Is Humber just going to have a 2-3 possession lead and be able to coast on that all the way through? Certainly, if that's the case, it won't be easy. Again, these are two of the top teams, not just in the province, but in the nation. Both are ranked in that the CCAA top 10. Andrew, we're getting a look at some of those stats now. Leading the game in points continues. Oh, pardon me. Kaya Clark has jumped right up there. She has 17. But yes, Kia Watt, 19 points in 3 quarters of work, and she continues to be a game leader. Now, on the other side of the ball, Goffer has 12 for the Lions.
I think the real story, though, is Brianna Pretty sitting with 4 fouls. She's only played a total of 12 minutes, still looking for her first points of the game. You got to wonder how she's going to be using this fourth quarter, because it's do or die time coming up.
Yeah, you said it. There's Coach AJ Sharma furiously scribbling on his whiteboard there. What do you think he's doing? Is he taking orders for lunch? Is he going, okay, large tuna sub with
He's taking down people's World Cup bets. Their picks to win the World Cup.
Yeah, Italy minus 300.
It would be a lot more than, or Italy would be plus $1 million.
Plus,
or something.
yeah.
Something substantial would need to happen for them to get
by
back
default.
Just about ready to come back here.
We're about ready for our Kodak moment here. Diego, the photographer, always got to give a shout out to Diego Guillen, the best sports photographer in the biz.
Certainly knows how to make these commentators look good, which...
Hey, that's a tall order with me and you, right?
Absolutely. I try and avoid pictures as much as I can usually at events, so...
Fourth quarter action. Humber with the lead.
Well, back and forth here between Baptiste and Watt. Baptiste going inside. Nice little floater that she gets to finish for her 4th and 5th points of the game.
Humber is ranked number 1 in the province, and they'd like to keep it that way. And Lambton, a good opportunity to perhaps dethrone Humber and take the number 1 provincial spot.
And Brianna Pretty back in, a big part of this ball movement, sitting 2nd in the conference in assists. Pretty passing it out. Just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Bishop, she's going to run out of time. Puts it up, though, just in time. She won't make it, though.
Baptiste leads the charge back for Humber. Lots of space to work with.
Clark out to Kia Watt. She was wide open, but she's going to come inside. Puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Spin move, tries again, no good. Brianna Pretty will secure that one. Trying to weave her way through traffic.
Working on Chateau.
Got the side of the backboard. Foul on the play as White goes down. Or excuse me, that was White Eye going down.
So Kaya Clark picks up her 2nd foul.
And look at that last basket by Sarah Baptiste, a nice little floater.
Check that, Andrew. That's the 1st foul of the game for Kaya Clark, which is good news for Humber. She has been outstanding here today.
Pretty getting fouled. She'll head to the free throw line, a chance to pick up her 1st points of the afternoon. Nicole Chateau picking up her 3rd. Chateau in a little bit of foul trouble here, heading down the stretch. Pretty going 1 for 2. Kiowa calls for a screen. She gets it. Wide open for 3. A little too strong on that one. Clark securing that offensive rebound, though. Tasia Wareham wide open for the mid-range J, and she sinks it.
Yeah, making it look easy. Tasia Wareham, all kinds of space. Drains the bucket. Humber up by 12 now, Andrew.
Pretty almost had that one stripped by Kia Watt. Nice little heads-up play. Wide open corner 3. That's good. Emily Van Hooft. Full court press once again. Humber's got just a couple seconds to get it past. They do. Clark going inside. Can't make that one. Looked like it was going to fall in for a sec. Chateau following up. She's going to force a turnover here. Get another look at that last basket of Tasia Wareham.
Great angle on a great shot from Wareham. And tip of the cap there to Nicole Chateau as she's wide open and elects to take it towards the hoop. But Chateau really grinding there, and that really forced the mishandling of the ball that gave Humber possession on the baseline.
Now she's going to force her way to the foul line here. She's going to shoot 2. Claire Deschette picking up her second foul. She goes 2 for 2. Humber back up by 11. Van Hoof passed it off to Pretty. Pretty to Bishop. Inside pass. Knocked away. It's going to stay Lambton ball. Some good defense there by the Hawks, and that's going to leave Lambton with just a few seconds left to work with on the shot clock.
Oh, mishandled. Looked like Lambton might have had a good opportunity to get an open shot off.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a catch and shoot opportunity, but didn't matter as Bishop gets the floater to go.
More great play from Bishop. She's got 11 points on the day and a couple from downtown, but also effective number 5 driving it towards the hoop.
Watt had to rush the floater there. It's going to be a foul called against Lambton.
Looked like that was against Humber.
Oh, it's against Humber, rather. Tasia Wareham getting called for her first. Already Humber's 3rd team foul of the quarter. There's only 1 foul left to give in the final 7:18 of the match.
Kia Watt was explosive in the first half, Andrew. So far in the second half, she only has 2 points. So 17 in the first half, only 2 to follow that up in the third and the first couple minutes of the fourth.
And Bonnick out here with 4 fouls. Bit of a prayer shot up there,
yeah,
no good.
Off-balance shot for Deschette.
Clark fighting her way through, manages to get rid of it.
Nice feed there. Humber beating the pressure of Lambton. That pressure has been something Humber has been dealing with throughout the game, and it's gotten the best of them on a few occasions. Not that time.
Bonnick puts it up. No basket there, though.
The Humber bench does not agree with that call, and Bonnick is in no way else to slice it. As big a foul trouble as he can be in. She's got 4 right now. But she will stay in the game.
Yeah, you need her defense here down the stretch. I think you just got played out if you're Coach Sharma. Looking for win 199 here this afternoon.
Both teams undefeated on the season. These are 2 of 4 undefeated teams in the OCAA.
Pretty throwing it up. Chateau can't believe she got called for that one. That's going to be her 4th. So a couple Humber players in foul trouble. Serious foul trouble.
Andrew, both these teams undefeated on the season with matching 5-0 records. The other 2 undefeated are in the East Division, Algonquin and Durham.
Algonquin, of course, in Ottawa, and then Durham, well, in Oshawa.
There you go. You got your OCAA geography quiz at home, everybody.
That's how I learned my geography, through sports. True story. Pretty from the line, yes.
Looks good.
Lambton down by 7, still a 3-possession ball game, though. Full court press once again. I think we're going to see Lambton going back to that every Humber possession that they can. Del Mundo going inside. Pass off to Bonnick. Puts it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Can't secure it, though. Knocked away will be Lions basketball.
That lead for Humber now at 7. So the Lions are making some progress, but you got to be concerned if you're a Lambton fan that Humber's had the lead and it really hasn't budged. Haven't really been able to get the Lions going on a big run.
Big giveaway there. Pretty tried to secure that one and prevent that turnover, but just not in time.
Andrew, with that being said, it wouldn't take much of a run at all to tie this game up. Just a few possessions. So the Lions by no means out of this game, but the dynamic has been pretty consistent. Humber has had about a 7-8 point lead for quite a large percentage of this game.
Lambton find ways to stick around and hang around this ball game. Baptiste for 3. Yes, wide open from the corner. She sinks it. She's got 8 on the game.
That's a backbreaker for the Lions as Humber now reestablishing a double-digit lead.
Going inside. No, that was White Eye.
White Eye's been dynamite taking it to the hoop, but a few of them just have not been finished off. It could be a much different ball game if some of those layups on the inside have gone in for the Lions.
Bonnick inside, trying to work her way through. Spin move, lays it up. That's good for her first points of the afternoon.
Perfection off the glass and barely even touched the mesh. That was just straight down. And you got to think Bonnick maybe being a bit careful too. She's picked up a few fouls, being too aggressive offensively. That time it was all finesse.
Yeah, there was a moment there where she knocked down a player in the defensive end and her face kind of went like, oh no, but thankfully not called for it. Whistle blown. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the game. Humber up by 12. Lambton Lions taking a timeout here. And that's going to be a good moment here for us to reset and final stretch of this ball game. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, big for Humber, now up by 12. Boy, Andrew, you get the sense that, will the Lions be able to string together a run? Certainly Humber creating a bit of distance in the past couple possessions. If I was a betting man, I'm just kidding. I think that Humber is really sitting pretty. There's no doubt about that. But we know the Lions have the talent. They had a few players step up, and they've looked good. Just really been the little things it seems like Lambton hasn't been finishing off today. And again, a couple of those opportunities that are essentially handed to the Lions by Humber, haven't really seen a great conversion right there. But I'll tell you what, I would still say the Lions have a good shot in this ball game as we get a look there at Janine Day talking to her squad. I'm excited to see how it shapes out. And, of course, Andrew, excited for later on the Hawk Sports Network. We have a tip-off set for 3 o'clock. The Humber Hawks men's team taking on the Lambton Lions fellas.
That one should come into your living rooms around half an hour after the end of this one. So pretty close to 3 o'clock, but we still got 5 minutes of this game left to play. Deschette getting called for her third foul just before the timeout here. Del Mundo looking for Bonnick inside, and that's an easy layup.
And that's trouble for the visiting team as we've seen Bonnick continue to get some points here in the past few plays.
Bishop passed it off to Goffer. 3-point attempt, no good. She was met with some defense there. Tough shot. Kiawatt brings it across the timeline.
Kiawatt's scoring is certainly dialed down here in the second half. Only 2 points in the third and fourth quarter, but she's doing a good job facilitating like we just saw there.
Baptiste looked inside, couldn't finish. Lions defenders coming underneath. She pokes that ball away. She's going to get the steal. Kiawatt now going inside. She's fouled. Foul will be on Kayla Wag. That's going to be her fourth. So yet another player here in foul trouble down the stretch. Inbound here from the baseline. Looking right for Bonnick, and another easy bucket for her. And she's finding her rhythm here in the fourth quarter.
6 points on the afternoon, but those have all come in the past 5 minutes or so. It's been a big impact for Bonnick late in the game as she's facing foul trouble.
Pretty has that ball stripped. But Watt off balance, couldn't keep that ball in bounds. Will stay Lions basketball.
And you know, for Bonnick, it's been a situation of, how can you establish a rhythm where you keep picking up fouls and having to check out of the game? But Bonnick, as we get to the end of the game, they're not taking her off until she fouls out, and now she really is establishing a rhythm, and this is what we typically see from Bonnick, which is very effective on both ends of the floor, and we're seeing the scoring part of that really in the forefront right now.
Yeah, we saw how effective she could be yesterday against the St. Clair Saints. A big part of that victory right here at the Hawks Nest.
12 rebounds yesterday for Bonnick.
Three-pointer by Van Hoff, no. Three and a half left to play.
Now a 16-point lead for Humber.
That's 6 possessions. Chateau in the corner working inside to Bonnick. 5 seconds left. Kia Watt jacks up a three. No good.
Well guarded by Claire Deschette, and then Watt follows up her missed shot and fouls.
It's going to be on Kia Watt. And Lions now working in the bonus. It's going to be automatic free throws.
Emily Van Hooft, second-year player. By way of Sarnia, shooting 2. I did my golf broadcaster voice there. What did you think of that, Andrew?
I liked it. Very soothing.
Tiger Woods off the tee box. Good looking free throw there. Back to my regular voice now.
Still a 5-possession ball game. Humber up by 15. Almost losing that one, but Chateau coming up court. Wareham from near the free throw line. Can't make it. That one's blocked by Goffer. Bishop now coming quickly the other way. She lost Del Mundo. She loses the ball, though. Wareham now the other way. She's got Bonnick. Turns back to Kia Watt.
Lots of energy from the Lions. Certainly some momentum to build off of. And can the Hawks kind of shut it down here and put something in the basket?
5 seconds on the shot clock. Watt going inside. Floats it up. No good. 2.5 left to play. Lions need a basket here. Bishop floats it up. No.
Good battle between Bonnick
and Britton. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Humber's going to want to milk this clock as much as possible here, sitting up by 15 points. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 5 now. Watt going inside, floats it up. Can't finish. Her second half struggles continue.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes now. Van Hooft. That jumper rather is good. Still a 5-possession game though. Lions need points in a hurry. Bonnick getting subbed out for Clark. Chateau, that pass a little too hot to handle for Del Mundo, out of her reach. And Lions will take over with 1:40 left to play.
Yeah, Del Mundo was standing stationary, and the pass from Chateau just sailed over the head.
Deschette. Van Hooft, Bishop. Deschette again. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside. Lays it up. No good. This could be Humber ball with 1:22 left to play. Full court press once again here by Lambton. Kia Watt.
Good defense here from the Lions. Tough to find an open person to pass to for Humber.
Clark, three-pointer, no. Rebound goes right to Chateau, fighting her way inside. She's going to get called for the travel. .6 seconds left to go. Still a 5-possession ball game. Gotta think if Humber just plays their game here, they should be able to close this one out. Hitting the deck was Claire Duchette.
The foul is on number 7, Nicole Chateau. Disqualifying personal foul number 5.
That'll be the ball game for Nicole Chateau. She just fouled out.
And less than a minute left here, Andrew. Looks like Humber has probably done enough to hand the Lions their first loss of the season.
Duchette makes her first. Still down by 12, though. Goes 1 for 2. Bapty quickly the other way. Clark. Once again, just trying to milk as much of this clock as possible. Crawford for 3. Airballs that one. Van Hooft. Under 30 left to go. Britton. This could be Humber ball. Shot clock turned off.
Well, Andrew, we've seen a heavyweight tilt here today. It's going in favor of the Humber Hawks, who will improve to 7-0 on the season. Pardon me, 6-0. Don't get ahead of myself. Now for the Hawks, we'll see them in action next, Andrew. I'm going to have to wait just a little bit. The next game up for Humber next Saturday versus Redeemer Royals.
That's going to be another 8-second violation here for the Hawks. And you love the way Lambton's playing here. Down 4 possessions with under 30 left to play, but they're still playing like it's, this game's within reach.
Well, they're a good ball club. That's why they're ranked number 8 in the nation. And showing lots of fight here, and certainly got to commend the effort. But for Humber, just a couple of key players creating some distance, and looks like that'll be the last possession to do it. Humber winning by a margin of 12. Great contest here between two of the best in the province, ranked number 1 and number 2, and Humber showing why they've earned that number 1 ranking in the OCAA. Is looks like things will stay that way for Humber, sitting atop the province and now sitting atop the West Division as well.
And you got to think this is going to help Humber's national rankings, beating another nationally ranked team. So look for them to rise above that number 5, possibly when the rankings come out on Tuesday, I believe. But all in all, great game here. Humber winning this one by 12, 71-59. Great effort all around. And stay around, because in about a half hour, we'll have the men's game coming up. A battle between 2 medalists last year in the OCAA.
Yeah.
The Humber Hawks against the Lambton Lions. Should be another great one.
And quick note, Kaya Clark, the player of the game for Humber.
No surprise there. Big return for her. And that will just about do it for us here at the Hawk Sports Network for game number 1. Thank you for joining us. We'll give you some highlights on the way out. We'll see you soon for the men's game.